There was a famous theologian who said, "I love it when a plan comes together." That was the A-team. I love it when a plan comes together. And the reason we're working with GPS now is because a number of things came together unexpectedly, providentially, at just the right time. One of those things that happened that we could have never seen until now is that years ago, God used Fort Wilderness to impact a woman named Sue. She was living for the Lord, she was thinking about the future, she was generous, and she loved people. And Fort Wilderness was a place that she brought her friends to experience God and relationship. She made a plan for after she left, and she died unexpectedly. And in her will, she left Fort Wilderness. And I think very strategically, Fort Wilderness said, how can we use this to multiply the impact of this gift? So we decided to use that money to hire GPS as our partner so that GPS could mentor and be a guide to people walking through the very difficult decisions of legacy planning for themselves.
So as we started working with gift planning services, their bottom line in what they do is to help people think about legacy and what that looks like. Our consultant is Christy Boysen, and Christy and I have become really, really good friends. When Craig and I talk about relationships, she fits that relational model of Fort, just like hand in glove.
Our relationship with GPS, specifically with Christy, is one where she is a trusted guide, I would say. Just like when you're hiking in the wilderness, you don't know which direction to go. You know the view's out there, you know the waterfall is out there, you know the elk are out there, but the way to get there is unknown. So you hire a guide, or you go with a tour service that's going to take you there, for example, and Christy and GPS are the same way.
She's a person that protected us, made sure we understood all the people involved to make sure that our planning program could be to what we needed, was there for us to answer any questions we ever had. It really gave me a lot of comfort to know that she was really thinking about all aspects of our plan, things that we may not have otherwise thought about, that we were going to get a product that really had meaning for us and would, ultimately leave the best legacy that we could.
Christy, in the relational part of what she does, she wants to get to know you as a donor couple and tell me about your family, your kids, and your relationships and where your heart is. Tell me about those kinds of things. It's not always about the finances. It's about where people are spiritually and how God is working in their lives. But then they can begin to work through what their estate plan looks like.
I think I would say to anybody who's starting into this, these are good things that need to be thought about. And it's very, very helpful to have somebody to guide you along that way. That person's not going to make the decisions for you, but they're going to ask you questions to help you think about that, and then keep track of your answers so that it makes it easy to put this into practice later. And I think that's a huge value.
It's confirmed a lot of things that we have been thinking about, but it has just made so much sense, and there's been, with every step, has been explained, and it's been delightful.
As Christy went through the process of people understanding how they could use their resources now, no matter what size they are, to make a significant gift to a charity at the end of their life. It could be Fort Wilderness, it could be their church, it could be whatever their heart is to give to. It allows people to think in a deeper, longer way than just currently about what they have. A lot of people give because they can reach in their wallet and take out $10. But this forces people to think about, okay, so if you're a steward, then really how do you set your funds aside so that it makes a difference for the kingdom of God? Imagine what it would be like if every Christian had an estate plan of some kind to be able to leave 10% to the Lord's work. It would revolutionize our world. It's been a huge help to people as they begin to learn about these different ways that they can leave a legacy.
I've never thought about that, and I didn't, really grow up even talking about a legacy or whatever. It was kind of a foreign thing to me. So it's been good. It's made me think. Because I say, is it hard for you to hear us kind of talking about this? And our older son and his wife both said, it's not about the money, it's about spending time with you. And I think both of our kids agree. But it's also important to talk about, because you don't want to get to the end of your life and not have those things in place.
It's good to do it now.
Right, and when that time comes, that they don't have to be worrying about all those things.
I think I'm very excited that our legacy is going to carry on in many ways other than just my kids. There's going to be 4 that, you know, that our legacy will be continue there. So many lives touched. That my kids now hopefully follow that, you know, and they do their legacy. That comes off our legacy so that it just keeps going.
So I'd love to invite you to be part of this program. It's been such a delight to watch what's happening for people as they're going through this process. Recognize that they can leave a significant gift to the Lord's work at the end of their life. And we'd love you to be part of this. It's a great tool. I think you will be, if you join us in this process, you will be delighted at the end. You'll be able to take care of your family, and you'll be able to have a plan that makes sense, and you'll be able to give a gift to the Lord's work at the end of your life. Those 3 things all matter. And so it's been fun to watch the light go on for so many of the people that we're already working with to realize what they can do with their resources. And so we'd love you to be part of it.